Hi friends, welcome to a quick gab about a process that involves several bags. It's really one style of bag, but I have 4 of them. So I finally made the decision to have the straps on my classic flaps extended. I'm just looking down because they are sitting right here and I'm so excited that they're back. I was okay just wearing them crossbody anyway, even though they came up a little bit high. You know, it is what it is. Even if I'm willing to wear them a little bit higher over the summer, I live in Boston, and so as soon as the temperature drops, which is like most of the year, and I'm wearing a bulky sweater or heavy jacket or anything, they cannot go. I mean, anything can go anywhere, but I wasn't going to wear them that way. And so most of the year, I was pretty much not able to use some of the favorite bags in my collection. And so it just kind of felt like I needed to make a decision. Either I was going to sell the bags on or just go ahead and make the leap and have them modified. I had made the decision to go with leather surgeons for this process. I've heard a lot of good things about leather surgeons, but I've never used them myself personally for anything. And so it's kind of a leap, you know. But I went ahead and decided to just contact them and ask them if they could do it, because I first went to their website. They have a list of services that they offer, and extension of chain straps on these bags was not on the list. So I did have to fill out that form just to ask a question. They sent me a list of prices for what it was going to cost. And the price ranged, for some reason, it was a little more expensive with each passing one. And I don't know if it's because of the color, based on what I sent them for pictures. But I believe the black caviar, they quoted me like $165. I have a blue lambskin, they quoted me $175. I have a pink one, they quoted me like $185. And I had a green one, they quoted me like $195. I might be slightly skewed on the numbers, but essentially that's the ballpark that we're talking, between $165 and $195. I had to also select what length I wanted them dropped down to, and they sent instructions about how to measure strap drop lengths. Once they sent me the shipping label, the instructions on the shipping label were pretty precise that you had to follow. I also had to use the label within 48 hours of opening and printing it. So I had to kind of, you know, schedule things. Make sure I had the box ready, make sure I had the bubble wrap ready, make sure the bags were ready to go, make sure that I was ready emotionally to separate with them and take this gigantic leap. I was supposed to, once I printed the code, choose how much insurance, if any, that I wanted to include in the bag. So I, of course, insured the heck out of them. So that was all said and fine. I didn't have to pay for anything at that time. So I just took it down to UPS, dropped it off, took the receipt so I could have the tracking number, and I was tracking it, and it pretty much arrived to them within 2 working days. They sent me an email letting me know that they had received them and that they were going to start processing the work. And they sent me a separate email for each bag. Well, they sent me a separate email for 3 of the bags. The last email said, "Thanks for choosing our service, yada yada, but we are not going to actually be able to service one of your bags because of a color issue. We're just not certain that we're going to be able to color match the bag that you sent us." And it is this color shifting iridescent green bag. It is so stunning in person. I don't know if you can even see the shift, but it's got a silver strap and a color shift to the green. And they pretty much said they were not comfortable attempting to match the color for the strap for that bag, and they were not going to work on it. And I was grateful that they were at least honest about their ability. Like, I wouldn't have wanted to just go forward and have them jack up my bag and have it be useless to me or anybody else. So that was disappointing, but I was okay with it. So then they did the work, and they sent me an estimate that it would be about 4 weeks to do the work, but within 2 weeks, they sent me another email that said the work was done, and they sent me a list of the work that they had done and the price they were going to charge me and the cost of the shipping and the cost of the insurance. And so I had to approve the estimate. And once I approved the estimate, they would send me a code to go pay for it. They're here. The point is, they're here. I'm very happy with them. I decided to get them dropped to about 21 inches. I was really on the fence between 21 and 22 inches. The thing is, 22 inches, when I'm wearing something like this, which is just like a cotton dress, summertime, no bulk, nothing. 22 inches was a little lower than I prefer, but I feel like the 21 inch might be a little higher once I wear like jackets. So I don't know, there's no perfect solution. And the trouble is there's no way to go backsies if you just didn't like one. So I don't know. I just went ahead and went with the 21 inches, and that's what I have now. So as far as the work, I am so completely satisfied with how they look. It's not even worth showing you the black and the blue because you really cannot tell that anything was done to the bags. So what I will try to show you now is the pink. They called it a purple, but it's, in my opinion, it's pink. That is the one bag where I can kind of tell there's a light difference between the original color and the color they ended up settling on. So it's not going to be like a 1-for-1 match for obvious reasons, but can I even find it? Okay, so I think I have it. This is the original color. It's like a slight mauve pink, kind of a jam there. This is what it looked like before, and this is the color they have now. So let me see if I can get the whole thing in the frame. Sorry, I can only use one hand to do this, so. Do you see where this bit is a slightly darker, richer, deeper purple than this pink? Like this little bit of strap is just a hair different. So I think I don't care. I know I don't care. But if I decide I care, then what I'll do is just make sure the piece where that happens is kind of underneath. Do you see that? I don't have great nails, but I don't know if this is even worth showing. But this is basically what the difference is. Like I said, for the blue and the black, there's no difference that I could actually show you. They really nailed the color match. Undetectable to a person on the street who is not me. And I did pore over reviewing all these bags just to kind of, you know, make sure that I love them. And I absolutely love them. So a handy side bonus, I guess, is then they sent me authentication certificates for each of the bags. And that was a nice touch. So that's what I've got for the process. So this is the original length of the classic flap. This is the bag that they did not repair. So this is what the bag looks on me now, which, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna wear it. Something will happen, but ideally, this is not how you want a bag to go. This is what they look like now at 21 inches strap drop. Check that out. Like night and day. And so 22 inches, the trouble about measuring the inches, first of all, is that I didn't have this bag to measure, so I just used a different bag. And I think the other bag I used was a different shape, and so it maybe didn't stick out quite as much. But you know, I think now I kind of wish I'd gone with 22 inches, but what are you gonna do? I'm still much happier with this than I was at the nipple height. Like that's just not a thing you want to be saying about a bag at all. So when it's not stuffed, it might relax a little bit, but this is pretty much where they've come to now. So this is the black, and I think I will happily wear this with a jacket or a sweater or anything like that. Like it's not here anymore. I do think it could be a little bit lower. So if you're taking advice, I'm gonna recommend, I am 5'5", so I would recommend maybe definitely going for the 22 inch drop. I'll show you what the purple, pink purple or whatever, this is what this one looks like. For some reason this feels like it's a little bit longer than the black. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe there's less stuff in here so it's not as off my body. You guys let me know what you think. So this is the purple. And this is my blue lambskin classic flap. Yeah, Yeah, I feel like the black one is the shortest one. Maybe it's because of the black on black I'm not really able to see as well, but this is kind of what this one looks like. So this is the work that I had done. Yay.
Rolling.
Okay. So I'm back. I thought I was done, but my husband's bullying me into making me buy him drinks. It's like 4 in the afternoon. But anyway, we're gonna go out, and I wanted to use this bag like I said, and I took out all the paper that was in it, and I think it is hanging a little bit lower. Like, this is pretty good. I feel like when it was stuffed with the paper that was in it for shipping and everything, and that's probably how I'm gonna keep it because that's a great way to keep the shape of the bag, it was just a hair higher. I don't know if you can even tell the difference, but anyway, this is what it looks like now, which is what I was hoping it would be, and I think this is a totally reasonable height. So I just wanted to come back and do that update, and now I'm gonna go buy drinks for somebody who's very bullyish too. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Am I absolutely bananas, and would you never ever ever take this step modifying your Chanel bag? If yes, great. If not, great. If you want to share why or why not, then great. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.